All right, everybody, let's pivot to this now. New this morning, explosions heard in southern Lebanon despite a ceasefire reached overnight between Israel and Lebanon. A tentative contingent deal was reached between mediators in Washington on Wednesday, with one very big caveat, that Iranian-backed Hezbollah would agree to a, quote, complete cessation of attacks. NewsNation international correspondent Robert Sherman is live for us in Doha with the latest. So, Robert, what's the state of that ceasefire this morning and right now?
Yeah, Markie, you identified the key caveat here, which is that this all hinges upon Hezbollah stopping attacks on Israel and withdrawing to north of the Litani River, which, according to the international community, Hezbollah is not supposed to be operating south of there. They have been, rather constantly, as a result of all of this. So even with that ceasefire being announced between the Lebanese and Israeli governments, mediated by the American side, well, you have seen explosions and strikes taking place on Lebanese soil. There were alerts going off in northern Israel in the hours after that announcement came out. And the message from Israel's defense ministers today, they will continue to operate as long as these tensions and as long as these attacks continue to come from the Hezbollah side. That is what we need to change in order to see significant dynamic shifts on the ground there in Lebanon. This also comes as the entire Gulf region is still reeling from that major escalation that we saw from the Iranian side with attacks carried out this week on both Bahrain and Kuwait. This is a look at Kuwait's international airport, a drone striking there, creating a massive explosion. Kuwaiti officials say one person was killed, over 60 injured in those strikes, which included over 24 drones and missiles combined. President Trump was asked about this flare-up, which is larger than the ones that we've seen in recent days. Here's what he said.
We've been hitting them pretty hard, a little bit. So there is a reason for certain things. The negotiation itself has gone very well, actually. If we can get something down in writing which will accomplish the same thing without killing everybody, I'd like to do that.
Meanwhile, you have the Wall Street Journal reporting that the president has been telling members of his staff that he isn't wanting to resume an all-out war with Iran unless you see U.S. service members here in the region being killed. We've not been able to independently verify that reporting there, but this has come out from the Wall Street Journal today, something to monitor. On the other side of the coin, we've heard from Iran's new supreme leader. Still have not seen him, still have not heard his voice, but Iranian state media reading a statement that he put out today, which he said the malicious enemy has been defeated in its confrontation with the armed forces since it has received a decisive blow, both in military combat and Iran's public squares and streets. It's experiencing a profound, significant humiliation. Despite the flares, despite the tough talk that has been going back and forth between Tehran and Washington, we have heard from both the American and Iranian sides that the negotiations are still taking place behind the scenes through mediators pressing forward. And there is still hope that a deal can be struck, but you see these tensions playing out in the public eye in the interim. Markie?
Yeah, they're still hoping diplomacy can stick. We'll see what comes to fruition here in the coming days and this weekend. Robert Sherman live for us in Qatar. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.